What is going on YouTube? Kris here, ironcoregyms.com. So just got done getting that workout in. Did some arms. Thursday's arm day. Favorite day of the week. Just kidding. Years ago I never used to train arms. It was straight powerlifting. It was, your compound lift, accessory work. Now it's like, you know what? Change up a little bit, get some bodybuilding in. At the end of the day, you feel good. So I want to talk about commitment, about showing up. I've been doing this for a long time, well over 13 years in the gym business. And, I get inquiries every day, weekly, daily, hourly, whatever it is. And, everybody's looking for, I don't even know the answer. I still haven't found that answer, what everybody's looking for. Years ago we did a free month and nobody wanted to do the free month. So I was like, you know what? Let's charge $1,000. Just kidding. People sign up. So going along this mindset here, it's trying to figure out, what do you want? When you reach out to a gym, you reach out to a trainer, what are you looking for? Are you looking for the cheapest guy? I ain't gonna be that. Are you looking for the shortest drive? Are you looking for, I don't even know, the nicest equipment, the dirtiest equipment? It's one of those things where you get that phone call. Everybody wants to lose weight. Awesome. Then we start with talking to them, asking what they do. And it goes into the reasons why I cannot do it. Time, money, schedule. My dog has to go to the vet. I got to get a grooming appointment. I got a haircut. I got to get my nails done. Dude, I could go on and on and on and on. And when I hear these things, it's just, they're not serious. They don't want to lose weight. That is not a concern whatsoever, because if it was, then your mindset turns to no, I can't, to yes, I can. Then it's a point where it's like, you know what? I can do anything I put my mind to. Now it's $1,000 a month. Yes, I can do it. I'm going to dial myself in. I'm going to get hooked up with a trainer. I'm going to dial in my diet. I'm going to work on my nutrition. I'm going to show up at the gym. I'm going to do everything I can month and see what happens. All of a sudden a month goes by and you're like, oh my God, things are starting to happen. Body's starting to change. I feel real good. I have some more energy. All these things start happening. Now that investment of putting our money down is an investment into our fitness, into our health and wellness. Goes into another mindset here. Okay, yes, this is how much it costs. Yes, this is the initial fee. Where now you go into that, now all of a sudden your job for work, now that becomes easier in a day. So now it's a point where, not only did the weight loss and fitness help me feel better, but now it's a point where now I get my job done faster. I'm more productive in a day. Before I could only work for 4 hours because I'm so tired from my 8. Where now it's like, you know what? I can work 10 or 12. I can go put 2 extra hours in. Think about that mindset. What happens if I can turn my daily day into 2 extra hours of work? What else could I accomplish in that? How's that going to fix my stress levels? I can tell you right now, you get more energy, you start feeling good, you start working, getting more things done on work, you get home, you get your jobs done at home. Now all of a sudden I'm not stressing about stuff anymore. I'm not stressing about getting this done, getting that done. I'm tired all the time. Because we fixed the baseline of the problem. We didn't go get the shot, and all of a sudden the body feels good because we lost weight. Hey, if you need it, awesome. Look yourself in the mirror. Of course we lost weight. Do we look good? No. We haven't worked out. Now our skin's all saggy. We're afraid to wear like looser shirts on ourselves or tighter shirts, I should say, because now I have stuff just hanging over top of each other. I have no muscle. I have no tone. But are you feeling better? So it's thinking about that mindset. Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, that might be what you want. What they call it, the skinny fat. It's the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. But some people want that. Some people are content with being 350 pounds, drop down to 200, look at yourself in the mirror. Actually, you know what? You're not looking at yourself in the mirror. You're stepping on the scale. You know you lost weight. So now what do? You start rewarding yourself. I can eat a little bit more junk now because I lost weight. Are you working out? No. No. We're taking this shot that's going to help us. What happens in a year, 2 years, 3 years? What happens to our body then? We're at a point then where now we stopped for a month or two. We never trained our body the correct way to do things. Where are we at? Back to square one again. So that goes back to making sure you're on the right path. Making sure you have somebody to sit down with you. Go over all these things. Set down a plan. On your off days, I want you to go for a walk. Go jog, go run, go trails. Do whatever you got to do, but do something. And all of a sudden, you're starting to eat better. I can guarantee you eat good for 2 weeks straight. Go have a shitty meal later in that week. You're not going to feel too good. But mentally, you're going to be like, this is great. I can finally go get a meal. I can order my special food that I love to eat that's junk, garbage, makes me feel terrible. You go do that, and all of a sudden, you're like, that initial taste was good. Everything else after that was like, wow, what am I doing? So I know this guy's like a little deep dive into everything here, but it's important to know these things. It's important to have, sorry, my hand was getting numb. It's important to have your baseline drawn out, have your goals, have your wants, what you need, your plan, set it all written out. Saturday, Sunday, when you guys aren't doing nothing, sit down, make a game plan, Monday through Sunday. Put your planner, have everything written out, what you want to do that day, that week. Have it written out hourly. Meal prepping, go for a walk, go to the gym. That's what we do at these facilities. That's what we do as trainers. We're trying to help you get back on path. At the end of the day, it's hard for us to overcome these things because we're not comfortable doing these things. That's why I urge you. Yes, you can do this stuff. Yes, you can buy in. Yes, you can afford these things. At the end of the day, cut out your Netflix, cut out your Hulu, cut out your YouTube TV. Keep one of them. If you watch what you like to watch at nighttime, there's your monthly membership. There's 2 months of memberships right there. Eating clean isn't that bad. You can eat perfectly fine. Go into your fast food restaurants. They do sell salads there. They do sell grilled chicken. Is it the greatest thing ever? No. But we can't use those excuses that we don't have time or we're always on the run. So it's understanding these little things as we put our plan together. Having a coach in our corner to show you the way. Explain how things work. At the end of the day, as coaches, we want to see you succeed. That's a good coach who's checking in with you, making sure you're showing up. At the end of the day, I always say 1% better every day. Get out and do something. All right, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Check you out in the next one.